Hello there.
Hello,
How are you today?
is normal.
I've been normal.
I am being normal.
So, how normal?
Is like every day.
A day like any other day, wasn't it?
What?
A day like any other day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, really, like nothing typical happened today?
Yes.
Okay, so you should learn this phrase. A day like any other day. Một ngày như mọi ngày. You can try it down.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I can ask you, how was your day? And you can say, well, it was a day like any other day. It's better than just saying, oh, it's been normal. Like, diversify your vocabulary a bit. You can try it down.
Yes. Yes.
So, how was your day?
I think it's normal. A day like any other day.
Yep, exactly. And for me, how was today? And today was pretty good. I hate it when I, have a good day and still not feel good. That's just so typical of me. But, well, I went to the American Center and they had an English club about the law and women and stuff. It was pretty cool. But anyway, okay, let's start, okay? All right. Oh wait, I'm already sharing. Silly me. Okay, so in the last lesson we have studied the first page, and so we learned about traffic, and we discussed about our city's traffic issues, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes,
We do all of this last.
Yeah, we did all of this, and so today we are doing the next page. All right. So okay, so we're gonna to begin, we're gonna do some guessing again, okay? So do you learn traffic signs at school?
What?
Do you learn traffic signs at school?
I think yes, but I think I don't remember.
Okay. So do you remember any of these signs?
What?
Do you remember any of these signs? Oopsies.
I don't know. Let me.
So can you describe the first sign? The first sign, please?
Yes, first picture I see a bike
Mm-hmm.
and half in the circle, and the circle half green outside and inside is white.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
I
what is
think this one is a bike lane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too. I am guessing so too. What do you think the color green usually stands for?
It's like right.
Yeah, it means right and good and correct and okay and safe and
Yeah.
the like. Okay. And what about picture number 2? Can you describe it, please?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, this one is like the white
Mm-hmm.
is a right.
Mm-hmm.
This type of C is red
Mm-hmm.
in the white.
Mm-hmm.
It have some line of writing something. It's some coloration changing central zone. I think under is 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. I
Okay.
think like no changing.
No, charging. Do you know what charge
No
means?
talking. No.
Charge means thu phí.
Ủa chị pay to enter downtown là sao chị?
So these two answers have opposite meanings. One means that the sign means that you need to pay a fee, need to pay some money to be able to keep going. But no charging. Charge means thu phí, so no charging means it's free. It means that you can enter this road or this highway for free without paying any fee.
Yes. I think no charging.
No charging? Are you sure?
I don't know. No. It's pay to enter downtown.
So why do you think so?
Because it have a light is correlation tracking the time you must to pay. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with you because there's like congestion charging. There's literally the word charging on the board, so there has to be some money to be paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can you describe the third sign, please?
In the first picture, I'm seeing the square P and have
There
blue.
is there
Is
is
a blue. Yeah, and I think it's parking lot.
Why?
No. Chị parking lot là nhiều đúng không chị?
Parking lot là cái chỗ để mà em gửi xe đó.
Còn pass on right là quẹo bên trái.
Em cần phải quẹo phải.
I don't know.
Just make a guess.
Not sure. I think parking lot.
It's a parking lot. Why? Why do you think so? Because P could mean parking, but it could be pass as well.
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
Well, you can pay attention to the arrow. You see this arrow here?
Yes, it's a right.
Yeah.
But right is have a parking lot.
You think so? Yeah. So yeah, you think it is a parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. A clue for you to talk about this is maybe you can point out that the first answer says that it is pass on right, but the arrow is pointing to where is it pointing to?
Yeah.
Is it pointing to the right? Wait, on your side, is the arrow pointing to the right?
Yeah.
It is pointing on to the right? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. You are, yeah, I see. Yeah, from your side, it's like, yeah, I see. Okay, very good. I think that's a good guess. So what about the fourth picture?
What?
What about the fourth picture?
Is I think this one is buses.
Can you describe the fourth sign, please?
Yeah. It's like circle too, and around is red. In is have a bus. Like in first picture is the car. And this one is the bus, but this one is green and this one is red. I don't know, but I think it's bus parking.
Bus parking?
Mm-hmm.
So why? Why bus parking but not buses only?
I don't know, but I think so. Actually, like it's bus only. Because the bus is like special than car, bike because it's so big. In this, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, what does the color red usually mean?
What?
What does the color red usually mean?
Is wrong.
Yeah, and it usually means no rather than yes. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. So your guess is bus parking, right?
Yes.
Well, my guess is bus only. That is my guess, okay? And we'll see who is correct later on, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for number 5, can you describe the sign, please?
Number 5 is no cars because like I circle to have a car, but
Yeah, I see. Exactly. I completely agree with you. Okay, so now let's turn to page 93, okay, to see if our guesses are correct. All right?
yeah.
Okay, you got your book over there?
Em coi trên đây được rồi.
Yeah, sure.
And the what? I see the problem.
So here are the answers. Right here. So can you tell me what the first answer is? It's on here, like lesson 8A, page 83.
Bike line.
Bike lane. Bike lane. Huh?
Parking lot.
What?
No, em đang coi. Parking lot. Bus only. Is me right? Bus only.
And this? Oh, you're correct. So for number 4, who is correct?
Me.
Wait. You said it was bus parking, didn't you?
Cái lớp sau em kêu là thôi chị bus, em suy nghĩ lại rồi bus only.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, so can you read the first word out loud, please?
Yes. Bike lane.
Very good. Number 2.
Bay to enter downtown.
Number 3.
This one is really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 3 is parking lot.
Yeah, parking lot.
Parking lot.
Parking.
Parking.
Yeah, lot.
Lot.
Number 4.
Buses only.
Number 5.
Number 5, no cars.
Okay, very good. Wow, we made some pretty good guess. So now let's get back to where we were. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is some listening exercise. You might want to take your book out so you can do the listening part.
Yes.
Okay, so please do. We're gonna do part B, the listening part.
Là mình sẽ
Mình làm bài nghe phần A, B, cho nên là so you can take your book out and do this exercise. I'm preparing the recording for you.
Then take out.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I'm thinking about it.
Risk it out tonight.
Page 35.
You hear
Lesson
it well?
8A.
Yes.
Getting around town. Activity 3. Part B. Listen. You will hear 5 people talk about transportation. Check the problems. First, John.
I'm a driver, and all these traffic jams are driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they...
Next, Anne.
Well, the problem in this city is that there are too many cars downtown. There's simply too much traffic. And the only way to reduce the amount of traffic in downtown is to make drivers...
Next, Carlos.
I like to ride my bike in the city, but it's getting more and more scary. It's becoming so dangerous. I almost got killed by a car the other day. What they should do to make biking safer.
Next, Yumiko.
I don't drive, and I have to use public transportation. It takes me so long to get across town. I have to wait a long time for buses to come, and they go so slowly. I want to get across town more quickly, and what they should do...
Finally, Craig.
I'm in town to do some shopping, and it's not enjoyable anymore. Shopping should be fun, but it isn't because of all the traffic. What they should do is...
Okay, so did you note down all the problems?
Page 35.
Yes.
Lesson
Okay,
8A.
very good.
Getting...
So, according to, well, in John's opinion, what is the problem that's happening in his city?
Is traffic jams.
And what about Anne?
Là mình nói cái problem thôi chị.
Yeah, talk about the problem only.
It's traffic jams, and Annie is too many cars.
Okay. So what about Carlos? You can say, you can use full sentences such as Carlos thinks that the problem in his city is, and then you say your answer.
Yeah. Annie, the problem is too many cars.
There are too many cars.
There are too many cars.
Nice.
And that for me. Yeah. And Carlos' problem is em chưa ghi được.
You couldn't hear what Carlos thinks is the problem?
No.
Okay. So what about you? What about you, Miko?
It's a slow buses.
Okay, very good. And what about Craig?
Craig is not enough taxis.
Not enough taxis. Okay, we're gonna listen again. You listen more carefully, okay? All right.
Round town. Activity 3. Part B. Listen. You will hear 5 people talk about transportation. Check the problems. First, John.
I'm a driver, and all these traffic jams are driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they...
Next, Anne.
Well, the problem in this city is that there are too many cars downtown. There's simply too much traffic. And the only way to reduce the amount of traffic in downtown is to make drivers...
Next, Carlos.
I like to ride my bike in the city, but it's getting more and more scary. It's becoming so dangerous. I almost got killed by a car the other day. What they should do to make biking safer...
Next, Yumiko.
I don't drive, and I have to use public transportation. It takes me so long to get across town. I have to wait a long time for buses to come, and they go so slowly. I want to get across town more quickly, and what they should do...
Finally, Craig.
I'm in town to do some shopping, and it's not enjoyable anymore. Shopping should be fun, but it isn't because of all the traffic. What they should do is...
All right. So did you change any answers?
Page 35.
I think
Lesson 8A. Getting a...
So did you change any answers of yours?
no.
Are you sure? Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what about Carlos? What does Carlos think is the traffic problem in his country?
It's dangerous biker.
Yeah, what did he say?
I think I died because car.
Yeah, he was almost killed by a car. Yeah, very good. And what about Craig?
It's so much traffic.
Yep, exactly. Yep, you got all of them correct. And now you see this column?
Yes.
Yeah, this column is the solution. Now you're gonna listen to what these people think is the solution to the problem they mentioned, and you jot it down, okay?
Yeah.
Write down what they think is the solution, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Page 35. Activity 3. Part C. Listen. You will now hear the people suggest solutions. Complete the chart. First, John.
Driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they stopped cars from parking in the street. There should be more off-street parking. Then there would be more space for cars on the street.
Next, Anne.
Cars downtown. There's simply too much traffic. And the only way to reduce the amount of traffic in downtown is to make drivers pay to enter the downtown area, like they do in London. There, if a car enters the downtown area, the driver has to pay. It works in London, and it would work here. Make drivers pay if they want to drive in the city center or use public transportation.
Next, Carlos.
I almost got killed by a car the other day. What they should do to make biking safer is have more lanes where only bikes are allowed. If you separate cars from bikes, biking will be safer. Bike lanes are the answer.
Next, Yumiko.
So slowly. I want to get across town more quickly, and what they should do is get more buses. If there are more buses, more people will use them and not use their cars. And then there will be less traffic, so traveling times will be quicker.
Finally, Craig.
Enjoyable anymore. Shopping should be fun, but it isn't because of all the traffic. What they should do is stop cars from driving on the main shopping streets. There should be car-free streets in the main shopping areas. You know, to keep the cars away from the shoppers.
Okay, did you get all of it?
Yes.
Page 35.
Okay, very good.
Activity 3. Part C.
So, what does John think is the solution?
Chị chỉ cho em ra em uống nước.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does John think is the solution?
It takes 2 hours. It's like traffic jams is like take his 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what solution means? Hmm? Do you know what solution means?
Nguyên nhân cái gì?
Solution, do you know what it means? Solution là giải pháp. Hả?
Giải pháp.
Cho nên là wait, so what is your answer for N?
Is bỏ bớt mấy cái xe đi.
Yeah. But how? How to do that?
It's have too much traffic and em không có nghe được nữa. Em tưởng đây là nguyên nhân.
Đúng rồi. Cái solution nghĩa là giải pháp.
Yes.
Em có nhớ được cái giải pháp là gì không? Hay là em cần nghe lại để em ghi lại cái giải pháp?
Em cần nghe lại cái giải pháp.
Ok, nhớ nha, cái này solution nghĩa là giải pháp. Em có thể highlight chữ đó lên để nhớ chữ solution.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna listen again, right?
You will now hear the people suggest solutions. Complete the chart. First, John.
Driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they stopped cars from parking in the street. There should be more off-street parking. Then there would be more space for cars on the street.
Next, Anne.
Cars downtown. There's simply too much traffic. And the only way to reduce the amount of traffic in downtown is to make drivers pay to enter the downtown area, like they do in London. There, if a car enters the downtown area, the driver has to pay. It works in London, and it would work here. Make drivers pay if they want to drive in the city center or use public transportation.
Next, Carlos.
I almost got killed by a car the other day. What they should do to make biking safer is have more lanes where only bikes are allowed. If you separate cars from bikes, biking will be safer. Bike lanes are the answer.
Next, Yumiko.
So slowly. I want to get across town more quickly, and what they should do is get more buses. If there are more buses, more people will use them and not use their cars. And then there will be less traffic, so traveling times will be quicker.
Finally, Craig.
Enjoyable anymore. Shopping should be fun, but it isn't because of all the traffic. What they should do is stop cars from driving on the main shopping streets. There should be car-free streets in the main shopping areas. You know, to keep the cars away from the shoppers.
Em không nghe được luôn á chị.
Hả?
Page
Thật luôn hả?
35. Activity 3.
Vậy thì em nghe được
Part
cái
C.
gì?
Listen.
Wow.
Em nghe được câu số colors. Colors
So what does Carlos think?
is to have more
More what?
light.
Yeah, more lanes. More lanes for bikes, right? Yeah, it's very good. That is completely correct. So, any other answers?
No.
Wow, this is the only one?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's do some guessing, okay? We're gonna guess the answer and then we'll listen again, okay?
Yes.
So for John, huh?
Em nghe được cái của crate.
So what does Craig think is the answer?
I don't know.
Huh?
Like street. Em hỏi chị cho em nghe lại.
Nghe kỹ lên nha. Cái Carlos là đúng chính xác rồi đó. It's very good. So cho nên là mấy cái kia em cũng sẽ làm được mà. Okay? Yeah, so Carlos.
Gì vậy?
Yeah, nói chung là Carlos là em làm đúng rồi, cho nên là đúng chính xác luôn á, cho nên là mấy câu kia nếu em gán chút xíu là em làm được à, okay? Alright, so you ready? Alright.
You will now hear the people suggest solutions. Complete the chart. First, John.
Are driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they stopped cars from parking in the street. There should be more off-street parking. Then there would be more space for cars on the street.
Next, Anne.
Cars downtown. There's simply too much traffic. And the only way to reduce the amount of traffic in downtown is to make drivers pay to enter the downtown area, like they do in London. There, if a car enters the downtown area, the driver has to pay. It works in London, and it would work here. Make drivers pay if they want to drive in the city center or use public transportation.
Next, Carlos.
Almost got killed by a car the other day. What they should do to make biking safer is have more lanes where only bikes are allowed. If you separate cars from bikes, biking will be safer. Bike lanes are the answer.
Next, Yumiko.
They go so slowly. I want to get across town more quickly, and what they should do is get more buses. If there are more buses, more people will use them and not use their cars. And then there will be less traffic, so traveling times will be quicker.
Finally, Craig.
It's not enjoyable anymore. Shopping should be fun, but it isn't because of all the traffic. What they should do is stop cars from driving on the main shopping streets. There should be car-free streets in the main shopping areas. You know, to keep the cars away from the shoppers.
Page 35. Activity 3. Part C. Listen. You will now hear the people suggest solutions. Complete the chart. First, John.
All right, so did you get all of the answers?
No, have one. I have one. I don't know.
Wait, really?
Em còn một cái là em không biết thôi.
Như là của ai vậy?
Của John.
Yeah, của John. Wow, yeah. John's answer is a little bit complicated. So we're gonna listen to John again, and I will pause where he is about to say the answer. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad.
Yeah. So what he's saying that there wouldn't be such bad traffic. So that is when that is.
Cho em tự nhiên một lần nữa đi chị.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will suggest solutions. Complete the chart. First, John.
Driving me crazy. At rush hour, it can take me 2 hours to get from one end of the city to the other. There wouldn't be such bad traffic jams if they stopped cars from parking in the street. There should be more off-street parking. Then there would be more space for cars on the street.
Next, Anne.
So did you get?
I listen is stop do something on the street.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, basically, the answer is more off-street parkings, which means there should be more parkings on the street so cars can park there and not cause traffic jam.
Yeah.
All right. And okay, so what about N? What is N's solution?
Yeah.
What is N's solution?
Is a traffic bay.
Yeah, and that is correct. So making drivers pay. So what are her reasons for it? What are her reasons? What are her reasons for wanting to make drivers pay?
It's too many cars.
No, I mean like she wants to make drivers pay to enter the downtown streets, right?
Yes.
And why does she want to do that? Like, why does she think that it would be the solution?
Because
like
too much traffic and you must to do traffic light because like I think em cũng không biết nữa.
Well, yeah, it is true that there are too many cars and there could be a lot of reasons and solutions suggested. But Anne chooses to make drivers pay. And so why does Anne think that making drivers pay is a good idea? She did talk about her reasons in her extract. So.
Là sao chị?
Okay, so did she talk about London?
Yes.
Yeah, so what did she say about London?
Em chỉ nghe được cái too much on traffic light thôi.
Well, okay, yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so what about Yumiko? What does Yumiko think is the solution for the issues?
Chị nói lại em không có nghe.
What does Yumiko think is the solution to the issue of slow buses?
Yumi khổ quá chị.
So what did she suggest?
Yes, go too slow. She want to go. She want to go quickly.
And what is her solution to the slow buses that she complained about?
Is get more bus.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, that is correct. And what about Craig? What is Craig's suggestion?
Yes.
What does he think?
She think like have a many bus to many people go.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. But I'm talking about Craig. What is Craig's suggestion?
Cái Yumiko đúng chị?
No, Craig.
Lộn. Keep the car far the shopping mall.
Yeah, very good. Well, that is correct. So let's move to some discussion, okay? So for the first question, we have discussed about it. What traffic and transportation problems are common where you live? So what are those? We have talked about this, and let's review. What are those problems?
Của ai chị?
Where you live. Where do you live?
Live là sao? Where you live à? I live District 7.
So what are the traffic problems here?
It's traffic jam on the bridge.
Any other things?
On traffic jams? No, I think no.
Any other things besides traffic jam?
No.
Well, there is also the issue of people pushing their horn too often. You know, they try to push other drivers away a lot, and it is very noisy because they are always pushing on the horn. You know what's the horn is? The horn?
The horn?
Yeah, the horn.
No.
This is the horn. Horn. I'm talking about. Hold on.
Car.
Loading. Oh, it's a horn. Sorry, I was wrong. It's a car horn. Do you know what a car horn is?
Cái âm gì ạ? Kèn.
Yeah. So this is another problem with our traffic system. People are always pushing on the horn, making it very noisy. They push on the horn when it's not necessary. Do you think so?
Yes, in traffic jams is ring beep 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 like wow.
All the time. It's very noisy, right?
Yes, honestly.
Yeah, I see. So, yeah, those are two problems. There is at least one more problem. Can you figure it out? This is something we talked about last class.
I think I don't know. I think don't have.
Well, the last time you also talked about the constructions that lead to the traffic jams, didn't you?
Hình như là slow public transportation.
Oh, slow public transportation. Yeah, okay, very good. So we have got some ideas here. Oops. All right. So here we are. We have 3 common issues. Common transportation issue. In District 7, okay? So number 1 is traffic jam, definitely. Number 2 is car horns used too often, all right? And number 3 is slow transportation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to have a talk about this topic. What are the common, what are some? Okay, so I want you to make a 4 or 5 minute speech on this topic, okay? So what are you going to do is that you are going to introduce the topic, which is the common issues, and you said that you are going to suggest some solutions to them. And when you talk about this common transportation, I do not want you to just list them, okay? I want you to explain how it is. Like, for example, you can talk about traffic jam. You can say a problem here is traffic jam, and then you explain that there are always a lot of cars on the street, leading them to congest, and you cannot go to work very quickly because the street's too crowded. That is the explanation. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then this is the first part of your speaking. And the second part is when you suggest solutions. After talking about the problems that you are having where you live in terms of transportation, you can say, well, for traffic jam, we can do, well, blah, 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 list some things, 1 or 2 things, or 3. And then you can say, well, for the car horns, we can, do this. Firstly, do this, and thirdly, do this. And finally, for the slow transportation, we can do this, and, and then you conclude that those are the common transportation issues in District 7, and those are your solutions, your suggested solution. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will give you some time, 3 to 5 minutes. I want you to think about some solutions for the issues. You see how I outline your speech?
Yes.
Yeah, just think of some solutions in 3 or 5 minutes, and then prepare to speak, and then speak continuously for 4 or 5 minutes. Okay?
Oh.
You got it? All right. So please do.
Yes. Let me think about something.
What?
No. Let me see.
So now it's 8:20. You should be ready at like 8:24. Okay.
Yes. Just 25 though.
Okay. And as long as you speak well for 4 or 5 minutes without interruption.
How gần? Khó.
Không sao đâu, gán đi. Em suy nghĩ ra mà. You can see some clues from the listening extract that you've just listened to, like how John suggested some parking lots so that traffic jam would reduce, and Anne suggested making drivers pay so they wouldn't enter the downtown so much. So those are some examples you can check out to make your speech. You see?
Yes.
So those are some clues. You can, use those clues if you find them appropriate, or you can use them to figure out more things.
Okay.
Are you focused? Okay. So think while you're eating. Yeah, okay.
cái transportation là mấy cái phương tiện mà đi chậm đúng không?
Như là xe buýt nó chậm quá.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some water as well.
I take some water too.
Okay.
Ủa chị mỗi cái mình chỉ cần nêu ra 2-3 ý thôi chị. Biện pháp khắc phục là gì chị?
Solutions. Yeah. Like I said, you can base on the solutions that the people in the listening record talked about, and you can reuse their ideas, or you can base on that to move on. Không sao, khó làm được mới giỏi.
I know what I know what. He says. Mình chỉ cần nói em chỉ kết bài thì em bảo là mình sẽ nói về cái gì?
Hả?
Cái phần này mình nói hết 3 cái rồi, cái gì mình sẽ là mình sẽ
thì em sẽ kết luận lại, em nói wow, đây là 3 cái vấn đề mà nó xảy ra ở quận 7 này, những cái ý tưởng mà để khắc phục của tôi. Like that. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. Hi Kim. Where... Em đang hỏi chị. Where are you?
Wait. Pardon? Can you do that again, please?
Hi Kim. Where are you?
Well, I'm now in District 7.
Yeah, me too. And I think in the morning, in the every day, in every hour, have a many common transportation in use in District 7. Yeah, I think you know, but I want to talk about this to you. I see every morning in every day is have a 3 common transportation in use in District 7. It's like every day have. Yeah. There are 3 common. First, traffic jam. Traffic jam is like if you have many times to waiting something, it's like some people is fall down or some people is do something and we must to waiting to go. Yeah, and this common transportation is very like I see every morning because I'm wake up at 5:30. House is 6 o'clock, but I'm say traffic jam is like half. jam is at 6 o'clock. It's like very early, but have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you like, do you know about this, like traffic jam?
Oh, yes, I do. I suffer from it almost every day.
Yes, me too.
Mm-hmm.
And what is first common?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Second common is car horns used too often.
Mm-hmm.
One is in chat. It's like, okay, one thing is make traffic jam too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one like you beep beep beep, and like every people
Mm-hmm.
like do it, like wow, it's noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like noisy and smack noise, and they are like không kiểm soát được.
Cannot control.
Yeah, cannot control.
Okay, don't use Vietnamese. Alright. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I think this one is like I see every day, but like it's have few like done a lot of like traffic jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the third is low transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one I think is like I think you like you have to do this before because you're in you in university, and I see like people the student in universities always use bus to go to school or use bike and use motorbike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you go to bus always or often to go?
No, I don't really use the bus because they are indeed very slow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bus is the thing is make a slow transportation too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like go so slow, and in the bus like the people will take a pocket.
True. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's very hard, and the driver is like don't care so much about this.
Mm-hmm.
And we must is like slow. I want to weekly. Yeah. And this what and there are three common transportation in use in District 7.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if have a problem and we must to have a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to don't have this problem again.
Mm-hmm.
About traffic jam, I want we have more lane to go.
Mm-hmm.
In District 7 now is have bridge. A bridge is like fix something. Traffic jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, fix something, and this make and they fix how to make a bridge is it's more big because like the bridge have many people go from District 7 to District 1.
Mm-hmm.
We have a go, and we must to like have big bridge to
Mm-hmm.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think we must to have more land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have some solution to this?
Wait, do not cheat. You know, you say more lands. Okay, good. Well, for me, I think that the government should uh, encourage the citizens to use more public transportation
Yeah.
because buses can carry a lot of people at one time. So if a lot of people use the bus, there aren't many left that are on the streets, and there will be less vehicles, and that would lead to less traffic jam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solution to traffic jam.
Mm-hmm.
How about car horns?
Car.
I
Mm-hmm.
car horns.
Mm-hmm.
I think this solution is. I don't know, but I think car horn is like difficult to have feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think car horns. We must do nhường nhịn. Nhường nhịn là gì chị?
Hold ourselves. Yeah, we must be more considerate of the other people's wantings.
Yes, people is running.
Yeah.
And the car horns, I think, have a little that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one is difficult to have solution. To listen to your good. How about you?
Well, yeah, car horns. That really is difficult. Well, I agree with you that we should all hold ourselves and
Yes.
be more considerate when we press that horn. I think that we need to have more rules as well. If a bike or a car uses the horn all the time throughout the streets when it's obviously not necessary, then maybe they should have a fine. I don't know. I think that might work because there are no rules concerning car horns. That is why they're out of control. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And part is low transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one, I think we must to have get some new bus, more bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get more bus because have a many have a many people go by bus, and we must to have get more bus to the people go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is your conclusion?
Yeah.
What is your conclusion?
Conclusion là sao?
You got the beginning of the speech, the body of the speech. And
and this one is free common transportation in District 7, and I have problem and solution for you. How about you? Do you think do you think we must do this?
I totally agree with you. I think those are some very good suggestions to improve our city.
Yeah, and this is my comment. How about you? Yeah.
Right. Okay, you're very good. See, you did it. That is excellent. You said it was very hard, but well, you did it anyway, and that's something to be proud of.
Yes.
Yeah, so where is the mouse? This is weird. Yeah. And that is totally something to be proud of. So let's get back here, right? Very good. So
Yeah.
what is the worst transportation experience you have ever had?
Yeah.
What is the worst transportation experience you have ever had?
I think the worst transportation, I think bus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, experience. Do you know what experience means? Here,
No.
experience. Trải nghiệm.
Trải nghiệm. I think a bus in Hà Nội. It
Oh,
have
really?
2 tầng đó chị. Like
2 stories.
Yeah, 2 stories. I have picture to you to see.
All right.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, so why was it the worst experience you have ever had?
You can go everywhere in Hanoi. And this is you can see in can get hai thì nó like half you can see of the Hanoi.
Yeah, I see. But why is that the worst transportation experience you have ever had?
Who was em lộn rồi.
Yeah. It's like a story.
About worst, I don't know.
Think a little bit. If you've never really had any transportation experience that's like so bad, make it up. You know, imagine, tailor it, create it. Nobody cares if it's true.
I think about worst. I think bus. They are because like they take your pocket.
Oh, really? Did that happen to you?
No, but I see some people.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine that it happened to you, okay?
Yeah.
Imagine that it happened to you. And now tell a story of how you got your pocket picked on a bus. Create it. Imagine it and create it.
Là sao chị?
Là em tưởng tượng là em bị móc túi á, rồi em kể lại câu chuyện đó đi. Em giả bộ như là nó xảy ra cho em, rồi em kể lại cho chị nghe.
Yeah. In last week. Yeah. My mom and my dad they all can't give me to home. I use bus to go home. Yeah. The bus is hot. Yeah, it's like very hot. And I'm sit on a chair on the bus. After that, I am see I'm see người già the people older than me. Yeah, it's like 31 no 28. She is half born. Yeah, and I change a chair with her. Her is sit. She was sit and me were stand. In another people like this time in the bus it's of many people like yeah, it's noisy. And I'm saying to a straight on sea, and I don't know the people is take my pocket. Yeah, and I don't see they take my pocket, and after that have another girl talk to me. Girl, half of people will take your pocket, and after that, the people is not like they take my pocket and they stand and they don't go outside the bus, and after that, will go to with the girl talk to me, and we are talk to him, and he is give me it, and he is sorry me. He was sorry. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So how did you feel? How did you feel when that girl told you that your pocket had been picked?
I think she is kind.
But like, how did you feel? Were you sad? Were you angry? Because you were picked?
I will angry. I think like, yeah, I will angry, but I have my pocket and I don't do anything.
Oh, okay, I see. So, what did you learn from this experience?
Yeah.
What did you learn from this experience?
I think I don't go by bus any time.
Anymore.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So we're having a bit confusing thing, like we've got 2 more parts that should be put for the next lesson, because there are like 5 minutes left. If we continue, we wouldn't really finish it. No.
Yeah.
So, like, because if we start activity 4 now, it wouldn't be in enough time. But like,
yeah. Next time.
So, okay, so I will see you on Thursday, okay? And we will do this part and next page, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so have a good night.
Yes, goodbye.